Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Blofeld.
Hello?
Diamonds are forever, forever. Diamonds are forever.
May I finally call you James?
Sean Connery is Bond in Diamonds Are Forever, New Year's Day at 2:15.
Get your kicks on Wednesday night with 00 Heaven. Diamonds Are Forever, 8:30.
My name is Bond. James Bond.
Hi, I'm Plenty.
But of course you are.
00 Heaven doubles the stakes.
Double jeopardy, Mr. Bond.
I'm Sam. And I'm Doctor.
Get your kicks after dinner in the fast lane with 00 Heaven. Diamonds Are Forever tonight, 8:30.
The name's the same,
Turn around slowly.
even if the face may change.
Well, hello, Jim. What's happening, baby?
Killer, this is the part I like best.
You can't escape it. You'll be hooked on 00 Heaven. Live and Let Die, next Wednesday night at 8:30 on ITV. Roger Moore
What do you know about a man called Scaramanga, 007?
Scaramanga.
is all Bond.
Oh, yes. The man with the golden gun. Bottoms up.
Chin chin.
You're that secret agent.
And I'm in 007 Heaven.
Something came up.
Good night, sweetheart.
I need 007.
Don't we all?
To us, Mr. Bond.
Next Wednesday at 8.
Commander James Bond.
Handsome, but
Love to kill.
Miss Bond. James Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond. What a delightful surprise.
Give it to me.
We have entered a new era of Anglo-Soviet cooperation.
Oh, James.
Taking you to 00 Heaven, The Spy Who Loved Me, next Wednesday at 8 on ITV.
My name is Bond. James Bond. Look after Mr. Bond.
Bond, legs 11.
See that some harm comes to him.
Shaken but not stirred. Bond is back in a movie that's out of this world.
Mr. Bond, you defy all my attempts to plan an amusing death for you.
What's Bond doing? I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
00 Heaven, Moonraker, next Wednesday at 8, ITV.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bond. You are now flying remote control airways.
I didn't think it would end like this.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Well, really, Mr. Bond.
The end cannot be far away. Mr. Bond!
Were your eyes only, darling?
Next Wednesday on TV, ITV.
Target is London. On my count. 3, 2, 1.
GoldenEye, next.
Bond is back. Good Morning Britain celebrates the return of the nation's favourite secret agent. It's an explosive season of behind-the-scenes exclusives, spectre stars and surprises for your eyes only. Guaranteed to leave you shaken and stirred. James Bond season on Good Morning Britain.
Things have been awfully dull round here. I hope we're going to have some gratuitous sex and violence. I certainly hope so, too.
Oh, do be careful. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
Sean Connery is
Bond. James Bond.
in Never Say Never Again. Tuesday.
Welcome, James. Finally, here we are.
Where the hell have you been?
Enjoying death. Magnificent, isn't she?
When you can't tell your friends from your enemies, it's time to go.
Get away from me!
All 4 movies.
Do you know who links them all?
Me.
Starring Daniel Craig.
James Bond this Christmas.
007 reporting for duty.
Starts with Casino Royale, Sunday the 23rd of December on ITV.
Bond Movie Week starts with Live and Let Die, Saturday at 6:30, ITV4.
The best of Bond, James Bond. 19 of the best of 007 on one album. The 30th anniversary collection. Relive the excitement and drama of the Bond themes. The best of James Bond.
The new Philishave Sensitech, Bond's shaver of choice, set for comfort.
The best of Bond, James Bond. The soundtrack to 40 years of 007.
Nobody does it better.
22 original Bond themes, one explosive album.
Golden night.
It's a license to thrill. The best of Bond, James Bond.
Jaguar would like to introduce our new XKR with 4.2 V8 and 6-speed auto and... Oh, hang on, what's that? We didn't put that on there. Whoa! Oh, those aren't ours either. And what do those do? Uh-oh, that's not good. Not good at all. We'd suggest that our improvements to the new XKR are quite enough, unless you're planning on taking over the world. XKR. Jaguar XKR. See it in the latest Bond film, Die Another Day.
Join the stars of the biggest movie franchise ever.
He is the coolest man in the world.
For a celebration of the best Bond moments.
My name is Pussy Galore.
As chosen by you.
Would you like it harder?
Best ever Bond. Friday at 9, ITV1.
Load a rumble pack.
You know how to use one of these?
And see how it feels when 007 meets N64 before Bond returns in his new movie Tomorrow Never Dies. Nintendo 64, the fastest, most powerful games console on Earth.
James Bond is here. Cut. Set the ball. Would you like vodka martini? Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred. No,
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
All the Bonds in one place, continuing with Never Say Never Again, Friday 8:30.
The name's Bond. James Bond. Of course you are.
Tell me what you know of James Bond. He's a 00. And a wild one.
Positively shocking.
Kill first, ask questions later.
What a helpful chap.
A man nobody can get close to. A womanizer. We're under attack. And you know we need you.
James, ready to save the world again? Let's get down to business.
My God, what's Bond doing?
His job.
All the Bonds, including the premiere of Skyfall. All in one place. Only on Sky Movies 007. To upgrade to Sky Movies, just visit skymovies.com/addmovies. Bonds. All in one place.
It's time to get out.
Only on Sky Movies 007. No one brings you Bond like Sky Movies. Experience 50 years of Bond as never before on British television, uninterrupted and in high definition. No one brings you Bond like Sky Movies. This is Sky Movies 007.
First exploded onto our screens 3 decades ago. To this day, his series of films remain one of the most popular in movie history, both at the box office and on home video. You know who we're talking about.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond. Now, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of 007's first screen appearance, MGM UA Home Video presents the Connery Collection.
This is the big one, 007.
Well, that's a neat trick. We are offering the 6 Connery classics on video to buy, newly remastered from the original negatives in commemorative, highly collectible packaging.
For my next miracle?
This is an essential collection for all video fans. No Bond collection would be complete without the film that started it all, Dr. No.
Who are you working for, Professor?
I'm working for...
Mr. Smith & Wesson. You've had your 6.
This is the original feature film that pits everyone's favorite Bond against a host of beauties.
There. Now you made me miss it.
And the world-class mad scientist, Dr. No.
Clumsy effort, Mr. Bond. You disappoint me.
Dr. No.
Which lunatic assignment did to get you out?
The second Bond to explode onto the screen has it all, from intrigue and beautiful blondes.
Careful. Guns upset me.
To exotic locations and death-defying stunts. This spy-tingling saga set box office records.
Is him spitting up?
Take it to the limits in From Russia with Love.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
007 goes for the gold in the Bond movie that every collector wants, with the help of sexy aviator Pussy Galore and the tricked-up Aston Martin.
Jack to seat, you're joking.
Sean Connery takes on the odd job of snubbing an international gold smuggler. Honor Blackman co-stars in this electrifying Bond extravaganza.
You like close shaves, don't you?
Goldfinger.
Seems terribly difficult.
Bond goes undercover.
No, it isn't, is it?
And underwater in the Bahamas in one of the most popular Bond films.
Yes, I thought I saw a spectre at your shoulder.
In a menacing plot involving 2 atomic bombs, MQ and Miss Moneypenny return to the line of duty.
Codename? Thunderball.
Bond's mission to save the world in Thunderball.
This is the price of failure, Mr. Bond.
As the world teeters on the brink of World War III, Connery must infiltrate Spectre's secret island fortress and confront the evil-eyed Blofeld.
You only live twice, Mr. Bond.
Renowned horror star Donald Pleasance plays the baddie in the 5th Bond movie.
Well, enjoy yourself.
And it still takes a collector's breath away. You only live twice.
Listen, you can't do this to me. Stop that. I've got friends.
Exceptionally fine shot.
Sean Connery's final appearance in the official Bond series.
You just killed James Bond.
Finds him in the arms of Jill St. John, takes him to the casinos of Las Vegas.
Hi, I'm Plenty.
But of course you are.
Plenty O'Toole.
Named after your father, perhaps?
And lands him in the middle of one of the most exciting car chases ever filmed. This 007 adventure broke box office records. Diamonds are forever.
Let's get down to business.
Treat yourself to a decade of action, intrigue, romance, and excitement. with the Connery Collection. 6 digitally remastered videotapes to commemorate 30 years of Bond. Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and Diamonds Are Forever are also available as special collector's editions. Presented in the original Panavision letterbox format, this cinema effect shows the full width of the picture, so you won't miss an inch of the excitement. These also include some original James Bond theatrical trailers to take you back to an era when Sean Connery was 007.
My name is Bond. James Bond.
Nobody does it better than MGM UA Home Video.
You can watch it all on TV.
The Connery Collection.
The Guinness Book of World Records, Goldfinger earned back its production costs in only 2 weeks, a record in 1964.
Welcome back to MGM United Artists presents James Bond, the most enduring action hero.
Fans are excited about the new MGM United Artists release of the special James Bond video collection.
Now, fans are also excited about the new James Bond movie, GoldenEye, starring Pierce Brosnan.
That's right. We recently met up with some devoted fans at a premiere party for the new 007 movie, GoldenEye.
Every guy wants to be James Bond.
I want to be James Bond.
Go on, that's it.
I always wanted to be a Bond girl. What woman wouldn't want to be with James Bond?
Right from Ursula Andress and Dr. No to Barbara Bach and The Spy Who Loved Me.
You got the action, girls, excitement, a lot of shoot 'em up, blow 'em up.
Many, many imitators, but there's only one Bond.
Of course, everyone agrees there's only one James Bond. But 5 actors have played 007 on the big screen, and every fan has their favorite.
My favorite Bond would probably be Sean Connery. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a Sean Connery Bond film. Sometimes I'm in the mood for Roger Moore.
I'm a Roger Moore fan myself.
I was a big fan of Timothy Dalton's.
Whoever their favorite was before, they all toast the next and future James Bond.
Pierce should have gotten in a long time ago. Pierce will do wonderful.
Pierce Brosnan is the quintessential Bond.
He's got the looks all us older guys want.
Pierce Brosnan, everybody loves him.
You've been to Russia? Not recently. I used to drop in occasionally. Shoot in and out.
Welcome, and we're glad to have you.
Fans have always welcomed a new James Bond movie with enthusiasm.
Going to the premieres because I was blonde and I had a tan and a white dress, and also the fact that the scene in the shower room where I was supposedly naked, people wanted to touch me. I found that very strange.
They literally attacked the car. I mean, and rocked the car and almost broke the windows and screaming, Bond girl, Bond girl.
I think the thing about the premieres is that the crowds, they really are. It is quite fantastic.
That, of course, was actor Desmond Llewellyn, who plays the part of Q in the Bond films. Now, he's the man who gave James his equipment, some standard issue and some not so standard.
See the gear lever here? You'll find a little red button. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Now, why not? Jenny, see, you're joking.
From deadly fountain pens and multi-purpose wristwatches to the best in underwater transportation, Q always had the best toys. And here we have some of the actual underwater vehicles that we've seen in the Bond movies. For example, you've got the underwater tow sled that was in Thunderball.
And this is the Lotus Esprit that Roger Moore drove in The Spy Who Loved Me.
Now, pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this equipment. There are 1 or 2 rather special accessories.
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently.
And Q continues the tradition in the new James Bond movie, GoldenEye, with this Beton gun.
Luann, in any other movie, this would just be a leg cast. But since GoldenEye is a Bond movie, this cast fires deadly missiles.
Action.
These are just a couple of the ingenious new devices created by Q for his new James Bond, Pierce Brosnan.
There's a pen, there's a belt. The pen's a bomb. The belt that he takes off, and he shoots this pinion, and it flies into the air, and he does an Errol Flynn leap away from the bad guys.
Gadgets like these add pulse-pounding action to GoldenEye. and give Brosnan the chance to show off his physical prowess.
I've always done as much as I possibly can of my own stunts. I mean, there's certain things where you're just not skilled at. As an actor, I work out, I run, I do kickboxing. I know how to handle myself. I know what feels good. Thank God, I've got a good sense of balance, so I enjoy doing it. And it's really hard work, and you just know that you're going to get hammered. You're going to get nailed somewhere.
This is your last chance. Come out with your hearts above you.
Action is just one of the reasons to love secret agent James Bond. Another is his not-so-secret admirer, Miss Moneypenny.
Moneypenny, what gives?
Me, given an ounce of encouragement.
Moneypenny is the secretary of Bond's boss, M. She's also the only character to be included in every Bond film. In the first 14, she was played by Lois Maxwell.
What can I bring you back from Holland?
A diamond in a ring.
Moneypenny's relationship with Bond was filled with sexual tension and innuendo.
Moneypenny, you are better than a computer.
In all sorts of ways. James!
And James always removed his hat in her presence.
Bond wasn't the only man who threw his hat. Remember Oddjob, Goldfinger's chauffeur? Just one of the many infamous Bond villains.
I'm a member of Spectre. Spectre? Spectre. Special Executive for Counterintelligence, Terrorism, Revenge, Extortion.
Now that's what I call solar power.
That's what I call trouble.
Every James Bond villain had their own diabolical scheme.
This is my bag. The gold depository at Fort Knox, gentlemen.
I now possess the scientific means to control or to destroy the economy of the whole world.
Within minutes, New York and Moscow will cease to exist.
For the past 33 years, James Bond has found himself in some of the most precarious situations ever devised in motion picture history.
I think you've made your point, Goldfinger. Thank you for the demonstration.
Choose your next witticism carefully, Mr. Bond. It may be your last.
But the bad guys weren't always guys.
When the time is right, he will be killed. Oh! I shall kill him.
Those are just a few of the vast number of scenes available in this special offer from MGM UA Home Entertainment.
Owning the James Bond video collection is like owning a piece of movie history. There are so many classic moments that you can enjoy time and time again.
Coming up, we'll continue to toast James Bond with one of the most famous cocktails in movie history.
Plus, we'll have more action and behind-the-scenes footage from GoldenEye when we return.
Which James Bond film won an Oscar for special effects? The answer in a moment.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Use the helipad and take care of the body.
The world's greatest secret agent has finally met his match. The James Bond 007 collection.
007 is here, sir.
On special edition DVD.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
Immerse yourself in the definitive 007 experience and explore the world of Bond as never before. Each title explodes with digitally enhanced picture and sound. Presented in original theatrical widescreen format.
A feast for my eyes.
Cutting-edge menus launch you beyond the action.
I've had a few optional extras installed.
And activate an amazing array of special features.
Now pay attention, 007.
Choose from deleted scenes, original documentaries, exclusive featurettes.
Eject a seat, you jockey.
I never joke about my work, 007.
Audio commentary from directors and cast and crew. And that's not all. Music videos, screen tests, trailers, photo galleries, and so much more.
Now, where were we?
Can I do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink.
Sophisticated.
Martini.
Shaken, not stirred.
Vodka? Of course.
Dangerous.
I think you got the point. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
And never equaled.
Beg your pardon? Forgot to knock.
Can't you just say hello like a normal person? It's Bond.
Do I need the gun?
That depends on your definition of safe sex.
Armed with all the extras.
My name is Pussy Galore.
I must be dreaming.
Grow up, 007.
Sit tight.
Get ready for the action. Hold on for the thrills.
Follow that car. You seem to be unbeatable, Mr. Bond.
And live the experience. The James Bond 007 collection on special edition DVD.
Well done, James.
I'm beginning to like you, Mr. Bond.
The ultimate Bond adventure is here.
See you later, Mr. Bond.
Have I ever let you know? The pleasure, I'm sure, was all mine.
Ever wondered what it's like to be 007? Now you know. Be Bond. Coming this autumn to a game platform near you.
Speed for me.
Pick up a pinter. Stay on top.
Bravo.
50 years ago, James Bond burst onto our screens and a cinematic legend was born. He made his debut in Dr. No and began a franchise that's taken more than £3 billion at the box office. Our arts editor Will Gompers looks back on the colourful half a century of the world's most famous spy.
The title sequence that can mean only one thing.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Mr. Bond,
Sean Connery playing 007 50 years ago in Dr. No.
Looks like you're out to get me.
The first instalment in what has become one of cinema's most successful franchises of all time. The actors playing Bond might have changed, but the man and his tastes have not. Fast cars, high-tech gadgets,
Like this?
exotic locations,
Stay where you are.
and glamorous women.
I can assure you my intentions are strictly honourable.
It's an amazing thing that it's lasted so long, and it's such a special thing within movie making that I can't help but feel incredibly proud to be part of it.
It's time we said goodbye to an uninvited guest.
Bond is a contradictory character, charming but brutal. It's part of his mass appeal.
In every country, everybody knows about James Bond. I remember once being in York Minster and some French children being there, and they suddenly came up and said, 007, they said to me. And I thought, gosh, that's fame.
For early audiences, James Bond was an antidote to post-war austerity.
What's your game, Mr. Bond?
A jet-setting fantasy figure, a sophisticated Western spy who could outsmart the baddies from the Eastern Bloc. That famous scene was shot here at the golf club at Stoke Park in Buckinghamshire. It features many of the ingredients that made the Bond franchise so successful. There's humour, there's menace, there's power play with a nasty villain, and there's always a vicious henchman. Now I'm here, I'm thinking I may as well have a round of golf. All I need is an opponent.
Hey, can we get going here?
But does this action man from MI6 actually bear any resemblance to reality?
On the whole, British intelligence thinks that they have been misrepresented by James Bond. There are many women now working in our intelligence services at the sharp end, and there are not many men like James Bond. So let's have a woman James Bond, a Jane Bond, if you like.
007 is a screen legend and an international icon, with a much parodied turn of phrase. Gompertz, Will Gompertz, BBC News.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
Looking for a little peace and quiet? Didn't think so.
You have a nasty habit of surviving.
Brace yourself.
Martini. Dry martini, lemon peel, shaken.
Shaken?
Shaken.
Shaken. But
Not stirred.
Oh, that's stirred, not shaken. That was right.
She's just coming, sir.
I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
Bond. Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Bonjour, Monsieur Bond.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
This is the part I really like.
You expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Who are you?
My name's Bond.
James Bond.
Bond. James Bond. Bond. James Bond.
The original action-adventure hero, James Bond.